Hello there, it's time for another Empties video because my bin is full. That means it's time to go through all of these makeup, skincare, and hair care products that I've used up, and I tell you whether I would repurchase these or not, and give little mini reviews on how I felt about these products. So let's go ahead and get right into it. I'm going to start with a makeup product, but first I have to tell you that I have a lot of great things in the top of this bin. I know there are some not so great things down in the bottom, just not seeing them right now, but I happen to run out of a lot of really great things all around the same time, which is kind of a bummer. But that's one of the reasons why I love watching other people's Empties videos, because you really get to see the products that they love so much they used to the last drop and would repurchase, or you get to see the products that they would never repurchase again and sometimes didn't even quite use up. So the first product is the CoverGirl Exhibitionist Mascara. I have the waterproof version and the non-waterproof version. I prefer waterproof versions of drugstore mascaras, and this is one that I love. It's a consistent repurchase for me. I talked about it being a dupe for the Urban Decay waterproof Perversion mascara in one of my dupes videos. It's such a great price. It's waterproof, it holds the curl, it never flakes or smudges, it gives you volume and length all in one. So if you just want an awesome waterproof mascara, this is it. I use this a ton, so I will definitely repurchase it. I have other non-waterproof mascaras that I like a little bit more than this one. This one is a little bit too wet in comparison to the waterproof version. So repurchase, non-repurchase. Next we have the Essie Gel Couture Top Coat. I already have a replacement of this. I bought it before this even ran out because it was starting to get kind of goopy, and I use Essie Gel Couture polish a lot when I do my own nails. It's a system that allows my nail polish to stay on and not chip or flake as easily as regular polishes. It's their 2-week wear version. I don't get 2 weeks, but I get much longer than with other polishes. Yes, I did repurchase the top coat because it's very good and it's part of that system. Next, I have a lip liner that you almost can't even recognize because I did use it up to the very last point. I sharpened it until I couldn't sharpen it anymore, and it's dulled down from there. This is an Urban Decay 24/7 lip liner. I love this formula. It glides on easily. It's kind of creamy, and it does help my lip colors last on top of it. This is the shade Naked 2. It's that perfect nude neutral. It's not too pink, it's not too brown, it has no orangey undertone, and it's not too light or too deep. I love it. Now, having said that, am I going to go out and repurchase it right away? No, because I have other neutral nudes and I can't justify repurchasing it until I finish some of those up, but this would be one that I would repurchase. And a lot of the other lip liners that I rotate are the Urban Decay 24/7 formula. This is a great lip liner, and if you want a neutral, Naked 2 is a great one. This is the Way Texturizing Hairspray. This is the texturizing spray that I use on curly, wavy hair days to give my hair just a little bit of separation and, well, texture. And I like to rotate this one and the IGK version. They're both really good. Right now I'm using the IGK, but I would repurchase this. It doesn't have the best smell, but I can get past that because I find it disappears after it's applied, but it is a good texturizer if you're looking for one. Let's dig down in here for something I wouldn't repurchase. Okay, so I have the Living Proof Full Root Lift. I would not repurchase this because the nozzle constantly got clogged. It was so annoying. I wonder if I can even show you this now. So when I would try and spray it, it would stick. Like, see how that's sticking right there? It would do that all the time. It worked fine, but the bottle just gave me fits constantly. I used it up because I spent the money on it, but it killed me because I was constantly having to manually pull that nozzle out. I just definitely would not repurchase this. This is the Dry Bar Prep Rally Prime and Prep Detangler. I love this stuff. I discovered this through a FabFitFun box, used the whole bottle up, and I am using another bottle right now. I've never used a product like this. This is kind of a prep step before you put on your other styling products. It says it primes, preps, and detangles. It's got biotin, vitamin B and C. It's a UV blocker. It's a heat protectant up to 450 degrees, and it preps hair for optimal performance of styling products. And I find it does all of those things so well, and it smells great. I've tried other prep type sprays before and I always end up going back to this one. It doesn't weigh my hair down either. That's a big thing with my hair because it is fine, and I just love this. This is the IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Cleanser. This was in a kit that they sent me. It's very creamy and it doesn't strip the skin at all. Now, I think this is a great cleanser that anyone would love with any skin type. It's non-stripping and it's effective. I probably would repurchase it if I didn't have other cleansers that I use and love. But for me personally, I've got so many other cleansers that I rotate through, but I do think it's a great cleanser, but I will not be repurchasing this. Not because I don't like it, I don't know. I don't see the need to. These are the Pacifica Seawater Makeup Removing Wipes. They have sea algae, coconut, and banana in them, and they're supposed to be great for all skin types. I did not like these for removing my makeup. I felt like they were soft, but I didn't feel like they were very effective. So I used them for removing swatches from my hands or my arms or whatever. And even then, sometimes it was a little bit difficult. So I love the way they smelled, but I just didn't really like the performance that much. So no, would not repurchase. This is the Drunk Elephant De-Bronzy Anti-Pollution Sunshine Serum. I have very, very strong feelings about this product. It is the only product that I know of its kind that you can mix with anything at all. Your skincare, your makeup, your body products, and it will give you an all-over glow, but it won't change the texture of those products. So I use this a ton in the summer to deepen my foundation color as my skin gets a little bit deeper. It saves me from having to buy 2 different shades of foundation. If I buy the wrong shade of foundation, if it's too light, I can put my foundation on the back of my hand, mix in a drop or 2 of this. Doesn't change the texture, the application, or anything, but I can get it to match my skin perfectly. This is indispensable, and because you use so little of it each time, and because I use this so much, it's been absolutely worth the money, and I will never not be without this. I have already replaced it. Now we have the NuFace Gel Primer. This is the conducting gel for the NuFace anti-aging device, which I have and I do really like it. I'm just not consistent with it, which is why I've never really talked about it a ton on my channel. This is the one that came with the NuFace. I would not repurchase this. There are other conducting gels out there for cheaper that you can get from Amazon and wherever that don't clog my skin and are just fine. So I don't see the need to spend the money on this one. This would not be a repurchase. I have gone through more of these, but I just decided last minute to throw this one in here because a lot of you ask me what I whiten my teeth with, and I don't whiten my teeth. I just use this toothpaste. This is the Colgate Optic White Advanced. This is the sparkling white flavor. I'm not really choosy about my flavors, but this is the toothpaste that I use, and that's really all I use to whiten my teeth. I have been thinking I probably should use something because I've been drinking a lot of coffee over the past few years, and I can kind of see a difference. But this has been doing a great job so far. Like I said, there probably should be several more tubes in here, but I just wanted to show you guys this because I do repurchase it all the time. Oh, this ran out like 2 days ago and I was so sad. This is the Tatcha The Deep Cleanse Cleanser. I love this cleanser. I don't know what it is about this cleanser, but you know how sometimes you just find that product that just speaks to you? This is one of those products. I love the gel-like texture. It's got these small, smooth beads sporadically throughout the cleanser. The scent is lovely. It helps keep my skin clear. It's very, very gentle and non-stripping. This has clarifying Japanese luffa fruit extract in it. This one is the one for normal to oily skin. So if you have dry skin, they have another version. I just find this to be a beautiful cleanser. I will repurchase it. I'm trying to hold off because I have other cleansers that will suffice. I really, really love this cleanser a lot. I have several Drunk Elephant products sitting here on top, so we're gonna go through them and I'm just gonna let you know my thoughts and my feelings. So this is the Sweet Pity Deodorant Cream. This was sent to me, but I have already replaced this. This is my favorite deodorant in the last few years. I've tried tons of natural deodorants without aluminum, and they have all either given me a painful burning rash or they have just flat out not worked, even though I've given them, you know, the break-in period. This works. I have zero odor, zero sweat. It's different than other deodorants because you twist up the bottom and it comes up through those holes. and you only need the tiniest amount. I love this. I will consistently repurchase this as long as it keeps working for me. Love it. This is the Silly Body Lotion. It's got marula butter and a 5 ceramide blend, and it's got a light almond scent that I find, you know, kind of disappears after a few minutes of applying it. I was really sad when this ran out because I find it hydrates my skin without being heavy and sticky. So I need to repurchase this. I'm trying to use up some other body lotions first. This does really nice things for my skin without having an overwhelming scent. And I like that I can use it in the summer and the winter as well. And it really helps my dry body skin. So I will be repurchasing this. I just don't know when. This is the C Firma Day Serum. This is not empty. This just went rancid because I had had it for several months, like several months. This is a vitamin C serum that I really do enjoy. I have other vitamin C products that I'm using currently that are working very, very well for me. So if those run out, I might think about repurchasing it. It is good. It is on the pricier side, so it just depends on what I'm feeling at the moment. It is one that has been effective for me though. So right now I am not repurchasing it because I am using other things, and you really have to repurchase vitamin C's and use them in a timely fashion or they will go bad on you. So right now, no, not because it doesn't work, just because I don't need it. This is the Drunk Elephant Protini Polypeptide Cream. If you follow me, you know this is my nighttime moisturizer of choice. This might be like my 4th or 5th tub of this, and I did already repurchase it, and I have it going in my bathroom right now. I may alternate some other products in my routine, but I always end up going back to this. I love that it not only moisturizes the skin, but also strengthens the skin with all the peptides that are in it. It's unscented, and I love how it dispenses out. It's very sanitary. This is just, in my opinion, one of Drunk Elephant's strongest products. Now we have the Curel Hydrotherapy Wet Skin Moisturizer Itch Defense. Okay, this has been in here for a while because I forgot that this was in here at all. This is a really, really great in-shower moisturizer. This has a ceramide complex, vitamin E, and oatmeal extract. This is one of my favorite in-shower moisturizers. I have used some from other brands, but after discovering this one, I don't think that I'd switch from it because I felt like I got more locked in moisture from this one. So if you're like me and you get lazy, you can apply this in shower. It's one that doesn't have to be rinsed. You can just towel off after and it hydrates. It's a really great product and it's not expensive, which is another bonus. We have the Pixi Glow Tonic To Go pads. So these pads are the portable version of Pixi's Glow Tonic, and they have 5% glycolic acid and aloe vera. So it's kind of a great introductory glycolic acid product that you can get from the drugstore. I love Pixi Glow Tonic. I have a huge size of it underneath my sink. To me, these are for travel, and it's not so much that we're not traveling now. It's that if I use an acid type of product when I travel, it's usually in a travel size or it's decanted into a little bottle. I just never think to put these pads into a Ziploc. So I feel like I end up using them at home, which is kind of pointless when I have a big bottle of it anyway. So these would not be repurchased by me. This is the Hourglass Arch Brow Micro Sculpting Pencil in the shade Ash. This is one of my holy grail brow pencils. I have already repurchased it. I love it because it's fine and thin and it's shaped like a little dash, a hyphen. So you get those really, really fine brow strokes. It's quicker to me than having a fine pencil shaped brush. I love it. The shade Ash is perfect. I could not be without it. I tried a couple other brow pencils in the meantime and I ended up having to repurchase this. The Way Super Dry Shampoo. So this didn't really stand out to me the way I thought it would. I thought I was just going to be amazed by it and love it, and I did like it. But to repurchase something, I have to like really love it. This doesn't sit top of mind for me. I feel like I liked it, but I don't know if it's at love status. You know what I mean? I might repurchase it if it came to mind. I'm kind of on the fence about this one. Okay, I have another product here from Way, which I really did enjoy. This is their body cleanser. It's got probiotics, jojoba seed, and rosehip oil, and it lathers really well and it smells really good. I would repurchase this definitely when I run out of body washes. I have a lot going right now. But this is one that I did enjoy, and I thought because it was a gel, it was going to be drying, but it wasn't at all. My skin felt really good when I used this, and really clean too, which is the goal, right? Okay, so I've talked about this on my channel several times. This is the Kaleem Rothschild Tahitian Monoi, I think I said that right, body butter. I'm a huge fan of Colleen Rothschild's body butters. To me, this one smells like summer, like spring. It's kind of a floral, sea, oceany type scent. I loved it, but my family didn't, and I don't know why. So every time I had this on, my 15-year-old daughter and my husband were like, "What's that scent? We don't like that one." And I was like, "God, I love it," but they just didn't. So I would not repurchase this one. I would, however, repurchase the other scent. Wait, I have it in here. This is the Honey Vanilla. I would repurchase the Honey Vanilla. This is a very nice, just comforting scent. So yes, repurchase this one. No, not the Tahitian scent. But her body butters in general are very, very creamy, very hydrating, but just beautiful for the skin. Like, they've kind of helped my skin transform sometimes if it's been just really dry. So regardless of the scent, I do love the formula. So this is the Drunk Elephant Lippy Balm, which I've talked about on my channel before. I mean, I was digging it out with my fingernail with a lip brush, and then I was like, you know what, this is ridiculous. I just want to use it in stick form. So I did rebuy it. This is my no-fail lip balm. My lips never, ever get chapped when I use this consistently at night. Sometimes I use it in the morning, but I always use it at night. It does have an ingredient in here that is supposed to regenerate lost pigmentation. If you have lost pigment in your lip line, which I didn't realize until I actually started realizing that my lips seemed more even than they were before, a few months after I started using this. So I can vouch for that. I actually talked about that in my Drunk Elephant brand review. And a few of you have noticed the same effect, that your lips are more even. You don't have that fading like you did at one point after you started using this. I don't know how they do it, but it's a really great product that I will not be without. These are the No. 7 Radiant Results Cleansing Wipes. I did really like these. So for a makeup wipe that doesn't leave a greasy residue but does what it's supposed to do, these were nice. I'm not a huge makeup wipe person. I use them in a pinch. So if I did need to repurchase wipes for whatever reason, I would look at No. 7. I have here the Olaplex No. 4 shampoo and No. 5 conditioner. I have already repurchased these. These are definitely in my top 3 shampoo and conditioners. They work really well for me. I have fine hair, but I have a lot of it, and it can get dry at the ends. And I feel like these do everything they're supposed to. My hair really does feel stronger and more hydrated, which is what they claim. I thought they would weigh my hair down. They don't. They really, really just keep it looking great. So these are ones that I do rotate back in pretty regularly. So already been repurchased. I have another nail product in here that I have already repurchased as well. This is Sally Hansen Insta Dry in the shade Buff and Tumble. My friend Risa from Risa Does Makeup told me about this shade. It's just such a great neutral shade, and this Insta Dry formula is great if you just need to throw on a coat or two of nail polish to get out the door, to go somewhere, or for a video. This just got kind of dry and gross, so I did repurchase it in the same shade and several other shades as well. I have several mascaras here. Some I would repurchase, some I would not. I have the MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash. This is my standard lower lash mascara. The long, thin wand allows you to really, really coat those lower lashes quickly, and I have used this in a pinch on my upper lashes as well. It's just a really great fiber formula. I am already using the replacement now. I can't see ever not repurchasing this. I have here Maybelline The Rocket Volume Express mascara. This is a nice mascara. I don't think I would repurchase it though. I feel like it used to be in my rotation of waterproof mascaras that I enjoyed, but I've just found others that I like a little bit better. So this is not going to be a repurchase. I have 2 mascaras here from Buxom. The first one is just their regular lash mascara, the original, and the other is the Extrovert mascara. This was a new launch from them. I think it was this year. I do not like this new formula. This one I think is extremely underrated. It gives you nice volume and length, and I would definitely repurchase if I need a new mascara. Again, I have a lot of mascaras here in my stash, but it is one that I keep on my radar when I want just a great mascara that gives my lashes a lot of volume and length. I typically don't like mascaras with little plasticky wands, but this one is an exception. I really, really do like it. There's something gross in the bottom of this bin and I don't know what it is. Okay, so I have two products from a very obscure brand that Sephora carries. I like them both, but I would not repurchase one. I would repurchase the other. So this is Rossano Ferretti. If you guys have heard of this brand or used products from this brand, leave it for me in the comments down below because I feel like not many people have heard of them. And this is one of those times when I never would have discovered a brand had they not reached out to me. So the shampoo, the extra volume shampoo, I really did enjoy, but I have other shampoos that I like better. So I would not repurchase this. The volumizing spray though, I really, really do like. I think it's a great volumizing spray. So when I run out of the one that I'm using now, I am probably gonna repurchase this in its place. I just think it did a really great job of giving me volume. And it does say it's extra hydrating and volumizing. It's got proteins in it that help boost the volume and protect hair. And I feel like sometimes you get these volumizing sprays that really don't do that much. And this one I could tell actually did something, and it didn't dry my scalp out either. Plus the spray always stayed nice. I never had to fiddle with the nozzle. This is the Paula's Choice Resist Super Light Daily Wrinkle Defense. This is the moisturizer plus SPF product that I have been using for years now. It's for, I think, normal, combination, and oily skin. It has broad spectrum SPF 30. It is mineral. It's got antioxidants and resveratrol. It is supposed to visibly reduce wrinkles. It's a very silky lotion that helps mattify you, and it also has a light sheer tint so it doesn't whiten you out. And it just applies beautifully to the skin, especially for a mineral sunscreen that you can wear under makeup. This is one of my staple daily sunscreens, one that I don't think that I'll ever stop using. The bottle has changed since this one. They did kind of a rebrand with all their packaging, and I do have a replacement of it going in my bathroom right now. This is the New Brow Enhancing Serum. The little plastic top always falls off of this. It covers the brush, but this is just a brow serum that I swear by. My brows would be even patchier than they already are if I did not use this regularly. Every year, Nordstrom in their anniversary sale does a buy one, get one free with this, and I always take advantage of that. I am using the second now, and I'm crossing my fingers that Nordstrom's anniversary sale will have that in it again so that I can replenish at a great deal. This is a great brow product that I continually repurchase. I have a little itty bitty travel size of the Tarte Knockout Tingling Treatment. It's kind of goopy from whatever's in the bottom of this bin. I ran out of this and did go purchase the full size several months ago. This has salicylic and lactic acid in it, and it does give a tingling effect when you apply it, but it does disappear. I thought that would flare up my rosacea and make my skin very reactive, but it did not. In fact, when I use it, I feel like my skin looks just extra nice and glowy and more even the next day. So I do use this along with several other acid treatments, and I just pick one to use 2 to 3 nights a week, and this is one of them. I find it just really surprised me. I didn't think I was going to like it as much as I did, and I am really glad to have the full size. This is the Paula's Choice 2% BHA Liquid Exfoliant Toner. So this is supposed to be for all skin types. This unclogs and shrinks pores. It smooths an even skin tone. This is a great skin clearing toner to keep on hand, and it has been repurchased. I kind of go through phases with toner. Sometimes I use them, sometimes I don't, but this is one that I always like to have for when I do. I have 2 powder products here. The first is from Laura Mercier. This is the Smooth Finish Foundation Powder. I'm in the shade 06. You know, it's almost out, but not quite, but it's very old. So it was either put it in my empties video or put it in the trash, and I thought you guys might want my thoughts on it, so here we are. I love Laura Mercier overall as a brand, but I have found other powder foundations that I like a lot better. I can link you to that video if you would like to see my best and worst of powder foundations. I just found that I was getting shiny a lot quicker than I like with this powder foundation, even though the finish was really beautiful. So it may be more for normal to dry skin than it is for me, but I would not repurchase this. The other is just the Shiseido translucent powder. I don't even know if they still make this, but this was a translucent powder that I used forever before starting my channel, and I still had it in my stash. Again, almost used up, not quite, but very old. So if they do still make this, I again would not repurchase because I have other blotting powders that I feel control my shine a little bit more. But you know, this was all I knew for a long time and it worked well, it served its purpose. But now I have other products that do that for me. I hope you enjoyed this Empties video and seeing which products I would repurchase and which ones I would not. Thank you so much for watching. I would love to see if you agree with my thoughts or not on some of those products down below, so leave that for me in the comments. And if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button and become part of the family. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!